thank you so much for coming back to sit down with us for another conversation, Robert.
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you for bringing so many people with you this time. And tonight we celebrate a decade of Alvin Ailey at the Arts Center. How amazing. And we celebrate you being a part of the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. Yes. And so why is Miami so special to you?
I think Miami is special for many reasons, but certainly when I think of Miami, I think about Liberty City. I think about where I grew up, really. I wasn't all that aware of every part of Miami. When you're growing up, your world is probably in a 10 or 20 block radius, you know, in the way that you think of it. And then you step away and you say, oh really? Yeah, I mean, there were people who were saying, oh, Miami, there's poverty, and you don't have this and this deficit. Well, I wasn't so much focused on that. I had a mother who recited Shakespeare and Maya Angelou with the same amount of passion and vigor, played piano for the church. We were glamorous. You know, it's called the currency of culture, right? Yeah, can I get a witness? And so, for me, Miami is important because I think I learned a lot about the world. When I think of going to school with some of my Cuban friends, you know, who was teaching me Spanish, and mostly bad words, but I think about, you know, that there's a lot here, culturally speaking. There's a lot of cultures that collide on a daily basis. I sometimes wish we were more appreciative of that and that we stepped outside of our own sort of spaces and places to have those sort of experiences. But Miami is very important for that reason because I think it shaped me to be who I am today, to be able to lead this company and to be able to, with the repertory, show in some way part of that sense of variety of experiences that I had through what I choose for the company to dance. I think that's where it's reflected for me. I also think I learned some of those sort of important principles that grounded me. You know, treat others as you want to be treated, because if you don't, you know, they talk about you.
Bad karma comes around, right?
Exactly. And as a dancer, when you have to face yourself in the mirror and you're not happy with where that leg is in the space, your teacher can do all they want to do, but it is your responsibility to put it where you like it by the work that you do. All of those principles are very important to what I'm doing today, and certainly growing up in the church. Wachter Temple, AME Zion Church. That's African Methodist Episcopal for anybody who didn't know, but I know I'm preaching to the choir. You know, saying my first poem, I always say, on Easter Sunday in my all white. And I said, now I was lying then, and in church too, I know. I said, my name is Robert Battle, and I stand 6 feet tall, and I just came to say, Happy Easter Day. Well, part of it was true. I did just come and say Happy Easter Day. But anyway, that sense of belonging to a community is the same feeling I feel about the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Although we're a large cultural institution, the sense of family that Alvin Ailey instilled in the organization, I think is something that reflects how I feel about the company because of my experiences here.